Hey, hi everyone, this is Jitendra. I am from ZingHR. So today we are going to speak about Zing Payroll. Now, all of you would wonder what is payroll, and all of you know about what payroll is all about. So payroll, when we talk about, it is about the salaries being credited to employees on time with no errors. So that is a basic requirement which each and every software today available in the market would be speaking about. So what is so differently that Zing Payroll talks about? So when we talk of Zing Payroll, we have christened something called as a Payroll Cockpit. Now what is the first thing that comes to our mind when we talk of a cockpit? So it is in resemblance with a cockpit in an aeroplane. So what does that happen? Necessarily all the controls are there in one single panel. So here as well we do that. In Zing Payroll or the cockpit that we have christened, we talk about the inputs. Now inputs could be the various things that happen, like the basic things like attendance, the new joiners which happen during the course of the month, the investment declarations that the employees do, so on and so forth. So these are the inputs which are directly taken into Payroll Cockpit. So there is no handhold integration that is required, everything happens on the fly. Furthermore, once the processing happens, the outputs are readily available and the reconciliation is real time. So these are some of the benefits of our ZingHR Payroll, what we called is as cockpit. Now moving ahead, when we speak about ZingHR Payroll Cockpit, there are certain benefits to all the CXOs of the organization. Now let us go one on one and try and find what are the CXOs that we get. Let us start with CHRO, who is the primary, we can say he is the primary person who is responsible for payroll processes and alliance. So what does he get? So CHRO has got all the dashboards on his fingertips. He knows what is his manpower cost for the month. He knows if he needs to find gender specific cost, he would be able to do so. If he wants a department cost, he will be able to do so. Furthermore, all the compliances are readily available with him. Like what are the due dates for different filings, they are readily available. He can go and do the filing and he can check it and so on and so forth. The next one who comes into the picture is the CFO. Now when we talk about the CFO, he is the man with controls and the provisions that he needs to maintain for the salaries to be credited. So all the provisions can be acquired real time, they can be done for the system so that the provisions are in place for the payments to happen. Furthermore, the statutory compliance in terms of his PAF or PTE or ESIC, so on and so forth, from the Indian context, that can also be managed. The third one is the CIO. Now CIO will definitely look at what is the robustness of the product, how scalable is the product is. So to answer these questions, yes, the product is very much scalable and it is available on the cloud. Also it is security compliant with all the VAPT audits into place. Finally, the CEO who is running the organization, so he would want his people to get the salaries on time. One, also there could be an organizational compliance which is there. So this speaks about the ZingHR cockpit. So we are talking about disruptive innovations and ZingHR is premier into innovating things. So here we are talking of a concept called as zero touch payroll. Now all of us will wonder what is zero touch payroll. So what we are trying and doing over here is trying and avoiding the mundane task of processing the payroll during the month end. What we are trying and doing is that we don't want the payroll processing to be done at the month end. It is a real time processing. As soon as your attendance gets captured from your varied sources, your payroll gets processed. If you just import the variable payment, it gets adjusted. If the salary changes, it gets adjusted. So by doing all of this, by end of the day, your actual salary of an employee is ready without even touching the system. So that is where we are wanting to disrupt in the space of payroll, saying that we want to do a zero touch payroll. Now what are the benefits of a zero touch payroll? Now if we come to think of it, what we are talking here about is that during the end of the day, provisional salaries with accuracy up to 99% is ready to be credited to employees. Furthermore, basis the salaries that have been processed for an employee, he or she could also apply for advances which could be adjusted during the month-end period. For the CXOs, what will happen is the real-time data is available for predictive analysis in terms of who is going to earn what and who is going to get what. So these all things will help in changing the payroll landscape dramatically. So that is about the innovation that ZingHR is speaking about, and we are calling it as a zero touch payroll. Currently we are doing a 32,000 employee POC and should be out with results very soon. I think that is enough of a material for all of us to get excited about ZingHR. So that's on the ZingHR innovation of zero touch payroll that I am speaking about. Bye for now and looking forward to your comments in this regards in the section below. Thank you.